like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking.
Evening, viewers. Fred Scuttle here. Oh, yes, I better change that screen so I can see that we're doing repairs. Look at this, we're doing some emergency repairs. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's on the engineers to do this for the change freeze for next year. Hey.
There you go.
Good, hey you. Good to see you now.
Today.
You not been?
Oh, yeah.
Good, huh? Yeah, I'll tell you the secret to getting in.
I
You've
know.
been in this before, haven't you?
No.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, mate. Okay.
Do I need to put some beers there?
Probably. It's easier than, put it this way, it's easier than getting in and out all the time. It might be Japanese rice wine to you, but it's sake to me. G'day, William. We've got this live feed thing happening too. So, if I seem to be talking to people that aren't here, I'm just talking to people that are on the feed, you know. Are you controlling it all today? I've only got that Melbourne Centre on. Bindorf, I think, Centre. Fenton Loveday. Yeah, so how'd you finish up after the World Flight Week? Can't really tell. They're moving up the approach tonight. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I'll be on tonight. Probably not, to be honest. So I just thought I'd do a quick one of these. I'm joking that I need landing practice, but it's only a half a joke. Yeah, your timing's perfect. You know, the best way to hop into this thing, right, is
Just mount over.
well, is to put your left foot in first, and see that handle that there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's your friend.
That's my friend.
Yeah. So if you put your left foot in first, grab that with your left hand,
Yep.
and then you just manoeuvre your leg around the seat. That's your best bet. Not easy. As I say, that handle is your best mate. Right, they're down for the count.
I mean,
They're in. we're looking at ways to sort that out, because these seats do move forward and back, but they don't move back far enough.
yeah. Okay.
And the ones that are supposed to be in this plane move back and then away from this pedestal, so your legs can actually come up the side. But yeah, long story. So you got a headset there to your right. You fold the mic up, and then when you fold it up, because you won't be talking to anybody. Although no, fold it down. No, fold it down. Leave it down, because then we'll hear you on the feed. Then if we're having a conversation, we'll hear you on the feed. So that, yeah. So 1298. So what I'm doing here is just tuning to the frequency that
Velocity 825D surface
air traffic controllers are on.
210 degrees 8 knots, runway 16 clear to land.
Right.
Just 2
Yeah, just push it a little bit off your
runway
earphone like that. Yeah.
16 clear to ILS approach.
So what I'm doing up here is I'm just going to file a flight plan.
So you don't need to do it on this side as well?
No, you don't.
This one side.
Yeah, for this thing, yeah. So we're on the ground in Canberra,
Where are we going to? Somewhere exotic?
Sydney. Define exotic for me, and I'll tell you.
Sydney.
Dear. Yeah, righto.
I think we've had those conversations before about Haymarket.
That's in what 1, 2, 3, 7, 5 for CP. Ah,
There's some very exotic places down in Haymarket.
yeah, I'll bet. I'm just going to try this. So, what are you? Have you just jumped on, Will? What are you? Your ground tower? What are we? There's a guy who's a controller watching the feed, and he saw there's no controllers actually here in Canberra, and I think he's just jumped on. Because we're here,
Oh, okay.
I think he just jumped on to do the controlling just for us,
Yep.
sort of deal.
Cool.
But anyway, I'll find out in a sec. Hey, g'day, is this Canberra ground tower approach? Golf Romeo 516?
Golf Romeo 516, Melbourne City, g'day.
Yes.
Righto, so it's Golf Romeo 516. We're on the ground Canberra requesting airways clearance to Sydney.
Golf Romeo 516, you cleared Sydney, Cullen, plan route runway tree 5, Cullen 1 departure, climb by this at 5,000 feet, Squawk tree 2, 4 departures with me.
Cleared to Sydney by the Cullen 1 planned route of runway 35, initially 5,000. Squawk is 3244 and departure frequency is with your good self on 123.75, Golf Romeo 516.
Golf Romeo 516, correct.
244, so is this our squawk code? So that basically identifies us out in the world, like to the air traffic control. That's a unique number for this aircraft now. You know, that can get changed en route and stuff, but for now, it'll pop up on their little screen, 3244, that's where we are.
And New Zealand 193, can we get an update on the winds at
So
Canberra?
now I'm just setting up, this is a flight management computer.
Yep.
So I'm telling it where we are.
New Zealand 193, the wind's
Well, I'm telling you
293
where we are, so we're
7
YS
knots. You can descend.
CB.
Oh, it is in
Most
7,000
Australian
feet.
codes
The
start
Canberra
with a Y.
QNH
In fact, I think they all
1008.
do.
Yep.
Canberra comes under Sydney.
QNH 1008,
And then
descend
CB is
7,000.
Canberra.
New Zealand 193.
So, and if I put the route in,
Velocity
we're
8
going
to
to
5
from
to
Origin
Melbourne, taxi
YSCB,
line Golf to the bay.
and Sydney is YSSY. You're using
Just
the
that's
same
it. Straight
syntax.
surface,
Yeah,
winds
that's
210 degrees, 8 knots, runway
We're off runway
16, clear to land.
35. And he's given us our
Clear to land,
departure,
jet
which
start
is
23.
basically the route you take from when you leave the ground
He's on a 192
to a
request
point just outside the
Got a
airport.
192.
So-
Oh,
and
let's
it's
have
a
look.
standard
Where
route that you're going to follow.
taxi,
So rather than tell
point
every
kilo,
aircraft,
Alpha, Bravo
you know,
2,
take
runway
off,
23.
climb to this height, turn left at the big tree,
Kilo Alpha,
climb to
Bravo
that height,
2,
turn
runway
right at the
23, he's on a
fucking,
192.
you know, at the ravine. You know, they just invent or put all those
Melbourne
things into
Center,
a
QNH
standard departure
1008,
and
correct?
give it a name
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
instead of having to
Okay,
repeat
thank you.
themselves. You know.
Fair enough.
So if I go to departures, you go departure for Canberra, and it's a Cullen 1 off runway 35, right? And you'll see on this display now, we've got little waypoints already appeared.
Melbourne Center, good day,
just
Jet
because
Start
we did that.
465, maintaining 503 from
And now,
Oh, you're up here. Just for...
Later, Dave, later.
Squawk tree 2 at
What's
tree
the
5.
watch the feed, Dave. That's Dave ringing.
Hey, Dave.
Talk to you in a minute.
World flight, all one, you leave my space
yeah,
to the
so
north,
it's-
nothing further
so
for
it's
you.
Cullen
Launch
1
Unicom
off runway
122,
35.
guys. So might have a safe flight. Goodbye.
Now, the route then is from that point that departure took us
We'll
to,
float one things.
to a similar point just outside Sydney.
Yeah.
Velocity
And then you
27,
get a
leave my
standard
space to the north,
arrival
nothing
from
further
that
for you.
point.
Unicom now 122, days.
So-
So late. Goodbye.
So we're going to Cullen, which is a point in the sky,
monitoring 122.8,
and
thanks.
we go to Y50. We're using
27
Y59, which is like,
Yeah, just
The
star
M1?
465 identified,
Yeah, okay,
cleared to Melbourne by the
and then we're
QNT
going to
flight
Rivet, which is like saying we're getting the M1 to Warunga,
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
He's on a 192 ready.
right?
Gotcha.
We activate that. Now
New
this
Zealand
is your
192,
performance
runway
initialisation
2
page.
tree cleared for
So
takeoff.
this is basically you're telling
Okay,
the
runway 2,
flight
chin
management
correct
computer
runway 2, tree clear for takeoff. He's on a 192.
a few facts and figures that it needs to know.
To treat it as your
for its
landing
own
runway,
head.
not your departure
know?
runway.
So
Oh, I
cruise is going to be 21,000 feet. transition level I'll explain later when I understand it.
Bravo, Sierra,
Cost index, I'll explain later. A
Bravo,
lot of this
Oscar,
stuff,
Sierra, all good, report back.
there's an hour of explanation in it,
Yep.
but I'll skip through a couple of things. So I'm going to say I want flaps 5 for departure, and that then calculates these speeds, which I'm just going to accept.
Yep.
So that it's calculated them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm agreeing with it.
Yep.
That's our centre of gravity based on everything I've just told it.
Mm-hmm.
And then pre-flight complete, so that's pretty much like we're ready to go.
Yep.
Or pretty much like it knows we're ready to go. So then, jump back on this thing, and we ask for a push and start,
Mm-hmm.
which basically is like when the aircraft's, going away from the gate,
Yeah.
and they're starting the big engines. 'Cause
Yeah.
at the moment, that's an indication the
Plus
big engines are
to
both off.
100 descend 6,000 feet.
Right.
The Adelaide
Looks
QNH
like
10
this.
is
So-
the
so we go-
1017. Runway
Ooh, hang on.
23, expect the
Sorry,
ILS
I will
approach.
just make sure that's what it's saying.
Alright, 6000, 1017, and the ILS runway 23, point stop.
Right?
Very good.
Yeah, I turned this off the other day because I thought we were all going to die anyway.
Oh, no
So
smoking.
that actually should be on anyway.
I didn't know you could smoke in airplanes. I thought you couldn't.
Oh yeah, you could.
Oh, really?
They used to have ashtrays up the front. They used to have ashtrays here.
Yellow 192, heavy
okay.
71700.
They used to dead set the flight deck as ashtrays.
Zilla
Oh, okay.
192.
So it's just
Are you
making
serious?
the
You didn't know you could
No,
smoke on an
Where's
airplane?
Tom my list?
Yeah. I thought it wasn't
370.
allowed.
For level 37 doing
Oh,
Yellow
yeah.
192.
Well, for years and years and years, you could.
Rex 121 on.
How old are you again?
For the ATC
Oh,
have a
no.
lovely.
Old enough to know better.
21, thanks for flying. G'day.
All right.
Are you older?
Were you old enough? Okie dokie. Centre Mike Charlie 012, just requesting push back and start.
Golf Romeo 516, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, 516. What we do now. This is a little bit of just magic for the simulator, but this will allow
Jet
us
start 232
to actually,
on Golf.
call one of
Press,
those little trucks that hook
Yep.
onto the front wheel and
Yep.
push you back.
Push out, yeah.
Jetstar 233, taxi via Alpha
was actually
Yankee
looking-
Sierra to the bay.
Right, so that's the parking brake off, and this little guy will push it back.
Oh, there
Taxi
we go.
via Alpha Yankee
Right.
Sierra to the bay.
So
Jet
now we
start
need to
233.
turn them off, and I'm going to start the right-hand engine. Right, so this is the fuel for the right-hand engine. So we wait till this starts to spin.
Mm-hmm.
Big thing in the front going woo, 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 woo. Put the fuel in, and then this indicates the exhaust gas temperature. So rather than try and figure out how many revolutions a minute it's doing like a car, they just monitor how hot's the fucking exhaust.
No, okay. Yeah.
Because if that's hot, it's working.
Yeah. If it's not, you
And if it's way, way too hot, there's something wrong. It's as simple as that, you know? So that's that right-hand one started. So now we're starting engine 1. When that gets to 1, you put the fuel in. There, so that's the park brake, so we just stop it.
And therefore, all mobile phones should be switched off completely at this time. Further details are available in your in-flight magazine, which you may find in the seat pocket in front of you. May we
So
please remind you
we
once
put
more
these
to
over to
store any
continuous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically what continuous is, you know, like your piezo starters in your barbecue?
Mm.
You know, when you hold the button, you just go tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that's doing in these engines at the moment.
Oh, okay.
We will
So if it flames out, there's still fuel available.
It'll
This is going
fire
tick, tick, tick,
off
tick, tick, tick,
again.
tick.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get the bastard going again, you know?
counterfasten and unfasten your seatbelt.
That's
Do
basically...
they often go out?
No. Look, if you want to change your mind, now's your chance.
Pull one of the passes towards
Yeah, so
Press the opening firmly
now,
towards the nose of valve.
since we started these big engines, these two lights have come on.
Mm-hmm.
So what that's saying is the generators that are attached to the big engines are now working. They're now providing power,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not using it.
Yep.
So that puts them on bus. So now we're getting our own power from our own engines, our own big engines.
Yep.
But our little engine in the back, our little generator in the back, it's now not being used, but it's still running.
Right. Okay. So do you turn that off or not?
Off. And we're getting air, hot air from it too. But now that it's turned off, we turn that off as well. Because that's a waste of time now. Makes sense?
Yep.
Send it, Mike. Charlie. Oh, God. I did it. I don't believe I did it. Golf Romeo 516, we're ready for taxi to runway 35.
Golf Romeo 516 taxi via Bravo, November holding point runway 35.
Okay, we're taxi via Bravo to the November holding point, runway 35.
Yeah, if you like, I can get counted how many times you do that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, eh? After a world flight, see, I'm still using the world flight call sign in my brain.
I can tell.
See, when we do that world flight thing, you know, which we just finished.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
you finished it, did you?
Yeah, finished yesterday. Oh, God,
Sunday.
when did it finish? Saturday night.
Saturday.
But we use a call sign specifically for that event, which is Mike Charlie 012. But every other day of the year, I'm Golf Romeo 516. So invariably, at the start of world flight, I'm going golf. So, oh shit, you know. And now I'm in the other mode. Now I'm in the exact opposite. Now I'm in the opposite mode, where I should be saying Golf Romeo 516, but I'm saying Mike
Just
Charlie.
thanks for flying today.
You know.
And Santa Clara 200 is approaching 6,000.
Qantas
Yeah, now all you gotta do is return that.
feet
That's
from
your auto
Galley
brake.
to the runway 2 tree cleared ILS approach.
And what that's all about
Okay,
is
4,000 from Galley, cleared the Isles.
on the takeoff roll.
New Zealand 1
On the takeoff roll,
3DC
if-
5,500
If I at any point pull back on the throttle,
5,500
The-
for New Zealand 193.
the system,
Free traffic in Melbourne Centre, keeping 20 Delta I5
the system,
taxis runway
the system considers that you're aborting the
Getting to
takeoff.
Delta Melbourne Centre G'day,
And that-
to
It's a rejected takeoff,
Squawk
right?
3252, no traffic, killing
So
20.
what'll happen is if I pull back on the throttles, touch a brake, do anything, it picks up on that as you don't want to go anymore, and it'll do everything it can to stop you. You know, even with no intervention from you, it'll do everything it possibly can to stop you from going. So, you know, in terms of braking and reverses and all that shit. Okay. I'm just doing all the stuff I forgot because I'm talking to you.
Yep.
And never ever get dehydrated when you're flying.
Bravo Oscar C. Yeah, it's a Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival runway 16 when ready descends flight level 130.
Lizzie 8 Alpha, runway 16 when ready, flight level 130.
This thing here, if it's not evident,
New Zealand 1 tree
Is the
runway
steering
35, cleared ILS
So that's
approach.
the little wheel out the front.
yeah, that's all it is.
ILS approach.
That's all it is.
New Zealand 193.
Picking up a bit of speed now.
Right, so we're just at the holding point now. So I tell him we're there. Center Golf Romeo 516 is at the November holding point, runway 35.
Golf Romeo 516 for Port Airborne runway 35 cleared for takeoff.
There for takeoff, Golf Romeo 516 nearly did it again. So at this point, that's the landing lights, headlights.
Melbourne Centre, New Zealand.
I always wonder why do they call them
We're
landing
getting
lights when we're
reports
taking
winds,
off?
3-3 at
That's weird.
262.
Well, you gotta have them on when
If
you're
we'll
taking
see
off.
how we do, but if not, we might have to return to Sydney.
New Zealand's 193, all good. I've got surface winds 270 degrees, 17 knots.
Okay, there you go. Runway 35, so we're in the right place.
Yeah, usually it doesn't have those picket signs on there.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Centre Qantas 200 established.
Qantas 200, thanks. Adelaide
Alright.
Tower's now online. You can contact him, 120885. Good night.
No, 1205, Qantas 200, thanks again, mate. Have a good one, cheers.
Steering tiller, that's okay. We're out of here in a minute. We'll be off the ground in a minute, won't matter. 80 knots.
Lee one. Fish tail.
We're out of here. Oh, what's your leg?
That's all good. The fish tail.
Yeah, there's a bit of a problem with the old tiller there at speed. Okay, so we're in the air, so we can put the wheels up.
Turn off the brake.
You can actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
you already
yeah,
did.
that one.
You
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
off your automatic brake.
yeah. There.
Flux the one.
And centre Golf Romeo 516 approaching 5,000.
Golf Romeo 516, climb flight level 2, trees are not yet identified.
Okay.
Actually, Golf Romeo 516, just confirm it's walking tree 244.
A firm 3244. I've just reset that transponder. We might have more luck now.
Ah, that's better. There we go. Identified 5,000 feet. Climb flight level 230.
230. My Charlie. Golf Romeo 516.
Seatbelts fastened. Until the seatbelt fasten sign in front of you
Unbelievable.
has been switched off.
New Zealand 1
That's there, just like muscle memory,
degrees,
you know?
7 knots, runway 35, clear to land.
So these
3-5 clear to land, New Zealand 193.
Melbourne Centre, Keeling 20 Delta, departed Albury time 49, passing 3,200 on climb 190.
Getting to 08 Delta,
So that's-
identifies climb flight level 1.
That's obviously the altitude we've just been
Climb
assigned.
190, Keeling 28 Delta.
They can go off now. At 10,000 feet, we turn landing lights off, and there we go. On our way.
Short trip.
Oh, it is.
Half an hour.
Oh, you know, a little bit more than that. Yeah, yeah. But that's that track. It's a rivet, and then there's Sydney there.
Yeah.
So we'll get an arrival into Sydney eventually, and and off we go. Now, since we've sat here, there's now a Sydney approach, a Sydney tower, and Sydney weather information available. Oh, look at that, it's going to be runway 25, which is the crossing runway in Sydney.
Oh, is that?
You know, so there's two big parallel runways, and then
Yeah.
there's one that goes across them. We're on the little one that goes across the two.
We get the play chicken with the big planes.
No. If it's not quite. But if it's 2-5, what it means is if it's busy, it's a bit more difficult because they don't have parallel landing operations going on. So everyone's coming in and out on the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you got a fairly substantial international airport and one little runway running, you know. But yeah, plus the end of that World Flight event, I've hammered this in that last leg. When we arrive back into Sydney, we fly under the Harbour Bridge. Then we pull up, do a couple of barrel rolls, go inverted, fly along inverted for a little while, then come into runway 25, funnily enough, and supposed to do a touch and go, which I buggered up the other day, and then, you know, circle around the whole field again, and then do a full stop landing on runway 25. And then that's how this finished up on Saturday night, and I haven't touched it since. So that's why it was a little bit dodgy there, you know, because I've been trying to. The last thing I did when I was in here last was try and break it.
Well,
you know?
Lieutenant, is it on 193 requesting taxi to any gate?
And he's at a 193 left on Bravo, cross
So what's your case? Did you have a day off today, or are you
No, working.
working?
Bravo, now runway 3.
Way to
What's
go.
the runway? I forgot the runway name. But cross runway to the bay. Thank you. No. He's in 193.
That's
I
runway
didn't
3,
realise
so
you'd
the
finished the
only
World
other
Flight.
runway that you got to
I thought it was
cross.
still
But
going.
that's okay.
Hey?
I thought the World Flight thing was still going.
Runway 3.
No. It finished on Saturday. No, today was. Mondays we always fly on a Monday.
Yeah.
You know, and very often lately, last year or so, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I think tonight I'm probably not going to bother with the 7 o'clock. So. I sent that to Paul today and said it's nearly Christmas. Did you read that? And I said it's nearly Christmas, and then he just sent me that and said nearly Christmas.
There you go.
Custom 60th. Yeah, right. Tell him he's dreaming. Yes, Dak, obviously. So this guy on the feed, lives in Canada, often watches the feed. And
I
he's,
remember Dak from last time.
yeah, well, he's got a question. He says, have you accidentally called yourself Mike Charlie 012 yet? And then he says, called it. Like, oh dear.
Was that autopilot all the way, is it?
Mm-mm. Well, substantially it is, yeah. That's how they do it. But getting it to this point,
Yeah.
and then putting it on the ground, then, you know, that's why I like these a little flight like this. See that's top of descent. Like we've only just started. We haven't even got to our top of climb yet. In fact, what did I file? I might have only filed too much. No,
No,
filed.
Lieutenant, is it on 193 signing
I
off?
filed
We'll be back
2-3.
with you in approximately 15 minutes for the returning leg.
To the 193 Organ.
So by the time we get to 2-3, we'll actually be on descent.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, Keeling 20 Delta request.
Getting 208 Delta, pass your message.
Request amended off cruise level of 210.
Right, so I've just set the
Getting
approach.
208 Delta, climb flight level 210.
I've just set up our approach
It's
into
climb
Sydney.
amended flight level 210, Keeling 20 Delta.
So if you look there, there's your progress page. We're 33 miles from top of descent. So we'll just get to the cruise. We'll sit there for about a few minutes, and then we'll start to descend again. But like these World Flight Leagues this year, you know, they're 4 hours, 4.5 hours, and you know, it's the amount of time we've been sitting here, then 4 hours, and then about that time again to get down, you know. Kind of
It's real
depending.
time, is it?
Hey?
Is it real time?
Yes.
Like real flight time?
Oh yeah. It's 100%. Yeah. So when you think about it,
So if you did from Sydney to London,
take a day.
that's a 24-hour flight.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, exactly. This plane won't do it actually in one go.
Yeah, and most of them stop in Johannesburg.
Yeah, this thing it'll get you to about Singapore before it'll run out of fuel.
Oh,
Yeah, like the 7.4 will do it in one go.
okay.
That is the 7.3. Doesn't have the other two spare engines.
Oh, okay. It's only got two.
So your missus didn't want to come over and have a jump seat? Didn't want to follow the bottle over?
She's too busy.
Antenna Qantas
Too busy
407,
watching the
I'll
Japanese
descend
ground
to Melbourne 16 with you.
I thought you want to keep an eye on that
If you want
bottle.
to contact me on the Eldenburg
yeah.
frequency,
Try it,
123
because it's
decimal
new.
75.
12375.
Japanese shop.
What's that?
And
Did a
407
Japanese
with you.
shop on the weekend, so I went down.
I
to
figured
the
that.
So that's better descend 5,000 feet to Melbourne. Q&A
Oh, he has some important supplies.
No runway 16, expect the ILS approach.
Expect ILS 10 407.
Thanks to COVID and fuel prices. The prices have gone
Golf
up.
Romeo 516 star clearance available.
Oh, we're ready to copy the star. 516.
Golf Romeo 516, rivets tree arrival, runway 25. When ready, descends flight level 130.
That's a Rivet 3 arrival, runway 25, and when ready, 130, Golf Romeo 516. Nearly did it again. Fair dinkum,
Star
nearly did it again.
465, contact
So he's a good
312
controller.
Assimilate.
He's anticipating that we're on our top of descent.
129, that's my Cessna 460.
So put that in there, and the plane, technically, the plane should start descending when it gets to that
So
top of
Cessna
descent.
460.
So he's cleared us now down to that level,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, the plane will descend
Star 446.
when we hit that top of descent.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Jeez, it's a-
There you go. Figured it out. So that, see that green sort of arc coming up?
Mhm. Yep.
What
Saw
that's
that
doing,
before.
what that's doing is it's telling us at our current rate of descent, we'll be at that height where that green arc's indicating we will be.
Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our
Are
descent,
they
and
outcomes as well?
therefore
I know
we
we've
ask
got
you to
Rivet, but
fasten your
these are
seatbelts.
Yes, yeah. So that's the, from that rivet now, that's the arrival path onto runway 25 into
If you
Sydney.
have booked a connecting flight but don't have a boarding card yet, please proceed to any service counter immediately after your arrival. Should you already have a boarding card, then go to one of the display boards in the airport and double check your departure.
You know when you look out a window, you're on the plane and you look out the window and you see the wing,
Yep.
and say that's the back of the wing. You got these things that come out going.
Yeah. Yep.
They're the flaps.
Yep.
Then on the top of the wing, you've got another thing that just opens up.
Yeah.
Like a fucking great big hole.
Yeah.
3,000
That's
feet
this
from
lever.
Delta, runway
Okay.
16,
That
clear
slows you
ILS
down,
approach.
I take it.
Yeah, yeah.
10,000.
What it does,
Delta.
basically, it just opens up a bloody great hole in the wing.
Bravo Oscar, 0 descend 6,
You know, it's not the fact that that thing's vertical. It's the fact that there's a bloody great big hole in the wing.
I thought it was
So-
always the air hitting that.
Runway 16.
I guess that's got a little bit to do with it, but it's more to do with the fact that the wing has a great big hole in it.
Yeah.
So when you do this, that's our speed, right?
Yep.
And that green line indicates that we're slowing down.
Yeah.
So that's big hole in wing,
Yeah. And
no big hole in wing.
what speed should we be at this height?
Well, we still should be over the 300
Please have
mark.
a good evening, Qantas
Um,
81, passing flight level 140 for flight 280.
Qantas 81 Melbourne Centre,
there'd
g'day,
be
climb
certain
flight level
speeds at
380.
certain points, wouldn't there?
Climb level 30,
What's
Qantas
that?
81.
There'd be certain speeds at certain points.
Yeah, as indicated there.
Oh,
They're the
okay.
speeds
Gotcha.
before the slash.
Yeah.
And under
Qantas
10,000
841,
feet,
your cleared's direct Gokin, that's Golf Oscar Kilo Echo November.
under 10,000 feet in Australia,
Gogan, Qantas 81.
there's a speed restriction across the board
Mm.
at 250 knots.
Mm.
The airlines tend to all fly at about 240 knots
Yeah.
because if you accidentally exceed the 250, it's
Fine.
big dollars fine.
Is that different for different countries?
Yeah, like America's 18,000 pretty much.
Yeah.
Then, Europe is like this.
Melbourne Centre, New Zealand 103, requesting clearance to Sydney.
See now, we're above our profile. So that little thing there, see
New
that
Zealand
pink
19
lob down there.
cleared Sydney.
That should be in the middle there. So
that's
that's indicating we should be lower.
Yeah.
Everything is indicating we should be lower.
3256 and departures with me.
Cullen 35.
And see there's a number there now,
Score
underneath that.
3256.
See that number there?
Yeah.
Now
Is it
screaming
a
up.
1903?
That's how many feet above our profile we are.
No,
Yeah, Centre Golf Romeo 516, where it's maintaining flight level 130, requesting lower.
Golf Romeo 516 descends 9,000 feet to Sydney QNH 1007. And you contact approach 124.4, g'day.
Yeah, geez, we go to approach on 124.7 and clear to descend 9,000, got the QNH Golf Romeo 516.
It's 124.4.
124.4, thanks mate. That's, you know what, that's why there's two of us. You sure you're not a real pilot?
Maybe in the movie Flying High.
Flying high,
Good old 80s.
We're all counting on you.
Yes.
A laser cutter. Oh yeah, good work, Dak. Dak's now hooked on this building a sim sort of thing.
Is he?
A set up for home,
Nice.
So he's just ordered a laser cutter, he's saying, But yes.
Should get a 3D printer as well.
He will. It's only a matter of time. CNC machine, laser cutter, 3D printer.
Done. Cockpit made.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There we are. It's just funny, you mentioned that flying eye thing.
It's like I took the wrong week to quit drinking.
That's the approach. Yeah, Sydney approach today, Mike Charlie. No, Golf Romeo 516, God with you, descending through 10,000.
Golf Romeo 516, g'day, information Bravo current. Runway 25, expect the visual approach, descend by star 6000.
Expecting the visual approach runway 25 and it's descending by the star 6000 Golf Romeo 516.
Got friendly at 516, turn right heading 080.
Turn right, heading 080. Golf Romeo 516. So now what we're doing, we're not actually following that anymore.
No.
He's telling us what to do.
Yeah. Getting ready for November.
Hey?
Getting me ready for November when I fly to Japan.
Yeah. Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm going in November.
Okay.
Should be good.
Should be good,
Gonna stay for 2 weeks.
what?
Should be good. Gonna stay for 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, awesome. Whereabouts exactly?
Down near Kansai Airport. So we live. Oh, so it's
The south sort of.
southeast of Osaka.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got you.
I think it says. Yeah.
Passengers fasten.
East is that way. West
Nah,
is
it's
that
east.
way. West
It's
is
east.
that way.
Nah, it's west. Oh, I don't
It's
know.
southwest. It's southwest, I bet.
Yeah, probably southwest.
I bet anybody likes southwest.
It is.
Southeast of Osaka,
Yeah,
you'd
it's
probably be
west.
wet.
Yeah, it's west.
You know, spend 2 weeks on a boat, or what? How far is that? Like, Kobe's on that same island, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
like Yokohama.
Kobe is just up from Osaka.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's about from Osaka itself. It's about 30-minute train ride.
Yeah, that 900 mile an hour.
No.
I'm joking.
Just
I'm
express.
joking.
I've been on the bullet trains. They're
So have I.
Yeah, they're
Twice?
good, aren't they?
Couple of
Yeah,
times.
they're awesome. Good for Australia.
I was on bullet train like version 1. You know, like about 19.
Got friendly at 516,
Okay,
turn
when they were
left
building
heading
them.
065, descend to 3000.
Left heading 065, descend 3000, Golf Romeo 516. Yeah, I was on like bullet train version before it had a version number.
Yeah, nice.
You know, and that was you know, in its day, that was just, you've got to be. This is like I'm in the Jetsons. You know,
Yeah.
space age shit. You know,
Yeah.
be like coming from Sydney on a red rattler, going cocoon, 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 cocoon.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the corner. Fuck.
4 hours later.
Yeah. And then it was 1975.
Yeah.
I was on a bullet train in Japan, just going,
Nice.
holy fuck, what are we doing at home?
Yeah. Going past Mount Fuji.
Yeah, just insane. I remember you had to sort of move your eyes with the scenery to see anything.
Going so fast.
Yeah. If you didn't sort of go like that with your eyes, you didn't see it. Crazy. And then they'd pull up at the station and there'd be marks on the platform where the doors would be.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And people would be lined up at the mark
exactly
on the
where
platform.
The door lines up. Yeah.
And the thing would come in at like 110 mile an hour and
Yeah.
go, boom.
Spot
And the
on.
doors would open and there, you know,
Yeah.
just insane. And the like the departures arrivals signage had it down to the second.
Mm.
You know, it didn't say, oh, like we still had physical analog clocks with hands that the station master would come out and twiddle
Got
around.
friendly at 516, turn left heading 340, report visual.
Left heading 340 and we'll report visual. Golf Romeo 516. Sorry, I got a plane land. But yeah, that's what we were still doing. And you go to Japan and see that and think, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, there was no connectivity of the technology to us. It was just, we were on our own, you know. Still, it's just ridiculous. So this is another stage of flight you can be in. So it's not autopilot as such. The autopilot's still engaged, but we're controlling the height, the heading, the everything. You know, if I twiddle that way, we'll go that way, you know? So it's sort of, there's a midpoint between it running off this and it running off this.
Yeah.
And then when that's off, it's just,
Yeah.
we're all counting on you. You know, it's kind of like that.
What?
Yeah, 4, up, terrain.
Got Bradley 516, turn left heading 290 to drone 5, correction at the localizer, maintain 3000.
2500.
Maintain 3000 and left to intercept localizer. Golf Romeo 516.
Got Romeo 516, cleared ILS runway 25 approach.
With the ILS approach, runway 25, and we have we're established on the localizer 516.
Got Romeo 516.
A lot of shit to think about when you're doing this on
I
your
know.
own.
I know.
When you're on your own, it's like
2500.
that is a defibrillator on board, you know. No way, Nico. Just go single channel.
Got Romeo 516, 6 miles to run, contact tower 120.5, g'day.
Thanks for the ATC, going to tower on 120.5, Golf Romeo 516. Come on. Yeah, Sydney Tower, Golf Romeo 516, established localizer runway 25.
Golf 516, Sydney Tower, g'day. I hope you can come from your world flights. 2021, Zep's one's 250 degrees, 3 knots, runway 25 for left.
Not really recovered yet, but cleared to land runway 25. I was going to say Mike Charlie, Golf Romeo 516.
Oh, here we go.
Looks like Golf Romeo 1516 can do a better landing than he has been.
Oh, get off the grass. Oh, hang on, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, you're the lawnmower of the group.
No, you just have a look at my landing on the final. Look at my performance on the final leg. It's on YouTube.
The landing you did somewhere in Africa that you floated 75% down the runway?
No, that was actually 2.5 in Sydney, trying to do a touch and go, and there was another one in Cairo. It was a bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah, that's where it was. It was in Egypt, yeah. The one in Perth, Rommel, I think it was.
What's your legs?
God, what have I started?
I actually got our Golden Landing Gear Award for the wheelbarrow in Cairo.
$400. $300. Minimums. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
See, this all, I'll make me excuses now. This all sort of needs recalibrating. So I'm just doing like some crazy sort of shit
That's
here.
alright. It's like
crazy shit here to compensate for it needing recalibration.
Bit of drifting.
Yeah, it's like drifting. Yeah, exactly. The back wheels are spinning, mate. Unbelievable.
Pretty sure Dax does plenty of that.
Holy moly! Yeah, we're clear of the active. Golf Romeo 516. There's a ground controller on.
Captain and the entire crew would like to thank you for being our guests today and say goodbye to you now.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 453 ready to taxi runway 25.
Remaining day, or just in case,
Well,
a nice onward journey.
What we do here is we start that APU.
Golf 516. Do you want to park on the international or the domestic side?
Oh, look, we're already just about at a gate. Thank you very much again. Probably just jump off here and go and have a bourbon.
Yeah, might catch you later, but if we don't, we'll catch you next week.
Okay, good on you. Thanks very much, mate. 516.
Got us 453, so I heard you through a Twitch stream, and my AMP decided to cut out their second zone.
Oh, that's alright. He's always taken over that particular person. Requesting taxi to...
And you threw a Twitch stream. That's the controller watching my stream.
Taxi by Charlie and Golf, Fighting Point Echo, runway.
How fun is that?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so
runway 25.
unfortunately, we've got to now shut the thing down.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've just done there is start that the auxiliary power unit APU.
Yep.
So it's now available.
Yep.
The power's available.
Yep.
So we put the power from that on, so we can shut the big ones down.
Yep.
Otherwise, we don't have any
Negative
power.
5 Charlie, Golf, Fighting Point Echo, runway 25.
Shut the little thing off.
Charlie, Golf, and Echo 425.
Yep. Off.
So,
Off.
Qantas 453.
We'll park all this shit. When you can. It's all down, do can, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so you then shut the big engines off. Let the passengers out.
This is your captain speed.
So this is your captain freaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you say goodbye to the people on the stream.
You got a 50-metre walk to the gate. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much.